What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I made like a commentary driven video, but I wanted to do this because I encountered an incident in the SnapMap Discord. Basically, some kid, I don't remember the guy's username, but he was ranting on how people weren't playing his maps or getting acknowledged by his peers, and I felt sorry for him. I don't know if he's still using Doom SnapMap or not, but ever since that moment happened, it has definitely made me want to do a video something similar to this. I'm basically just giving an advice to anybody who plans on using Doom SnapMap in this current year or for the future as a map making experience, just in case you're new to the block, or if you're not aware of who I am because you were probably not there back in the early days of Doom 2016's lifespan. I am someone who is a prolific map maker in the community. I have made maps that are popular in some of the Doom SnapMap categories, and I am also affiliated with some of the mappers who have gotten their maps spotlit by id Software. So I have a lot of accolades on my belt, and I used to definitely get a lot of plays when I released a new map back in the days. Nowadays, that's not really the case. I don't really get that many people playing my maps anymore. The SnapMap community has definitely shrunken over the years, and there's only a handful amount of people who still uses this map editor or play all the content. Now this leads to another question. Why am I still making maps if I barely get any attention from the community nowadays? I have two answers. The first one is I love Doom 2016. There's really no game like it right now in the market. There's Doom Eternal, which is a great game, but it doesn't feel like a sequel to 2016 the more I play it. It's missing so many of the other things that made 2016 really stood out since its inception. Also, the core mechanics of Eternal is very different too when compared to 2016, which I still think 2016 delivers the better experience in that aspect. There's also another game called Proteus, which is kind of like a mixture of both classic and modern Doom. And I'm aware that it does have like a SnapMap-like map editor too, although it is more like, it's kind of more like a SDK type of experience. So it is more similar to like making like a map editor in like the professional industry. However, that's also the problem with Proteus. Like, why should I play Proteus if I could just play classic Doom and Doom 2016? Both Doom 1 and 2 are still amazing games to this day. I really think those games will forever be timeless, and Doom 2016 is obviously a great game too because I invested so many hours into it. So, as cool Proteus, what it tries to do, it just feels like it's kind of there, and it doesn't have enough substance to really grab my attention. As you can see, Doom 2016 is certainly a special game. I honestly cannot get tired of playing and making maps that are inspired by the core design of Doom 2016. Matter of fact, my little series that I am doing is pretty much just a bunch of maps that pay tribute to the core design of Doom 2016. I think what made me do my little Slayer's Reprisal series was, at the time, I remember there were so many people just making like Eternal styled maps. There were a lot of these like arena styled heavy combat focused maps. Those were cool to play, but I was really desperate for more content that focuses more on like, Doom 2016's design, specifically more similar to like what you expect from the main campaign. And I remembered I didn't really find much of that type of new content, so that's why I kind of wanted to, do my little series. I personally think Doom 2016 has timeless game design, and, I just want to take that core design and just amp it up a bit for my Slayer's Reprisal series. This series is made by a die-hard Doom 2016 fan for Doom 2016 fans, if that makes any sense. The second reason is I've always made maps for myself. This has always been my model since day one when 2016 was released. Even though I barely get any plays nowadays, there's just something about my maps that give me a special type of enjoyment compared to playing a map that I enjoy that isn't made by me. Maybe because it's just awesome to see yourself spending a lot of hours on trying to make an area come to life, and when it finally does, it's cool to know the fact that you made this area from start to finish. I guess it's more related from a creating aspect, and I always felt that type of way when I played my maps, especially the really old ones. Another thing to mention is it's fun to challenge yourself creatively. I've done all kinds of campaigns, even like some sort of like experimental type of maps. I like challenging myself as a designer and just having fun while doing it, you know. There was actually a time where I did quit making maps because I didn't have any like cool ideas at the time, but I eventually came back to making levels again because I just have too much passion for this game. There used to be a good amount of like highly prolific map makers back then, but I'm gonna be honest here, I have no idea where they are right now. I think most of them were probably trying to clout chase when there were a decent amount of people playing Doom SnapMap. But at the lowest population that Doom SnapMap is in, I'm still making levels for, you know, Doom 2016, mainly because I just love the game so much, and I just can't see myself not wanting to do it when, you know, I feel like doing it. I'll be honest here, like, even to this day, I still consider myself, when it comes to like the ideas that I had back in the days, I think like a lot of the ideas, I had back in those days were a lot more cooler and interesting compared to what I'm doing nowadays. But you know, I really love like making levels for this game, and I'll always be like around making levels whenever I feel like it. Like that's kind of like the beauty of Doom 2016. I feel like it's a game that's meant to be played forever, just like the old Dooms. If there's anything to take away from this video, I recommend you to make the map for yourself. After that, just hope for the best that you'll find an audience. I honestly have no idea like what kind of games you are particularly in. Like for anybody that's like watching this video and wanting to like, you know, make Doom snap maps for people to play, but I can definitely say like if you want to make maps though, please Doom fans, you should definitely play the campaign and the deathmate snap map campaigns a couple of times just to get an idea for inspiration. Even if you get nobody playing your map, well, at least you have a map that you can enjoy because you made it for yourself at like the very least, you know. The times of being a big Doom snap mapper is pretty much gone, you know. Like I said, the community is not the same what it used to be, but that doesn't mean you can't get any enjoyment out of map making. Like I said, Doom 2016 is really its own game, and be grateful that its software allowed players to conveniently create their own content without having a special degrees. Keep in mind, you know, Doom SnapMap is only exclusive to Doom 2016. It was never like a feature back in like, you know, classic Doom. It's not a feature in Doom Eternal, so it's really one of the things that makes Doom 2016 kind of stands up on its own legs, I guess. And who knows, maybe I could end up playing your map, and it might end up being a clip on one of my Doom 2016 highlighted videos. I mean, time will tell. That is all for the video, people, and thank you for watching.